sipping time. It's tea sipping time. Tea sipping time. Tea sipping time. What time is it? Tea sipping time. And tea sip. It's a hot been time. Woo! It's hot. It don't look like it's steaming. Oh, there it go. There it go. There it go. Ooh, yes indeed, Auntie. Yes indeed. I had to get back to the business. I had to get back to the Memphis business. And listen, I want to hear why old boy jacked up the mail. Said, oh, okay, you can't solve shit here. My folks and shit getting killed and... Oh, okay. Jacked up. He got jacked up. Yeah, I'm going to talk about that. Talk a little bit about this, a little bit about that. But you know what? Before I get deep off into it, I'm going to start with, I am thankful that Paper Route Empire whole lot of everything, Cutthroat. I want to thank them for getting CEOJIZZLE out them streets like that. He is on cloud fucking 9 right now. And so, for those who think I just only want to touch on the bad things, I want to touch on the good thing. I want to show his excitement. Okay? His excitement about being out the trap. So whatever's going on right now, he ain't got nothing to do with it. Huh? Because he is on cloud 9. Let's go. Can y'all hit the like button before I get started? I'll wait. I got some salmon in the oven. Y'all done hit the like button? Can y'all go back and hit the like button for the last few? This part right here.
I gave up on the streets and I focus on rap. Look where I'm at, long way from the trap.
What he say? What he say?
I gave up on the streets and I focus on rap. Look where I'm at, long way from the trap.
He on top of the world, y'all. Shout out to Jizzle. So, car crash in Whitehaven leaves 2 injured. Just 4 hours ago. Look at this car on East Shelby Drive. Let's listen.
Up traffic during rush hour on Shelby Drive. Happened just before 5:30 this afternoon at East Shelby Drive and McCorkle Road. We know that one car was overturned. Fox 13 spoke to one person who saw the car who caused this crash.
He was coming down flying, weaving through traffic, told everybody called. I thought a train hit us. That's how hard it hit me. I thought the train came out of nowhere and hit the back of my car.
You know, we've learned that 2 people were taken to the hospital in critical condition. Investigators are still working tonight to figure out exactly what caused this crash.
Justice for a man killed in Memphis and his family. Fox 13's. I should say good evening and thank you for joining us tonight. I'm Daryl Green.
He was assassinated.
A Mid-South family is calling for answers and accountability as the search continues for the people who killed Nicholas Hill. The father was shot and killed in broad daylight in Oak Haven in February of 2022.
Only tonight on Fox 13, Sierra Jordan sits down with the family and shares where police are in this investigation.
I spoke with the family and they're still heartbroken by this loss. Right now, Memphis police are still searching for the suspects. The family is demanding justice and now asking for your help.
He was everything that you would want a father to be.
It was a regular Wednesday for Nakaya Hill as her father, Nicholas, dropped her off at work on February 15, 2002. But she didn't know that was the last time she would tell him goodbye.
The only way we say goodbye to each other. Like, I say bye, I love you, and they'll be eat.
Memphis police say the shooting happened near Lake Park Drive and Winchester Road. They say they found the 41-year-old inside his car with multiple gunshot wounds. He later died in the hospital.
I'm still in shock right now. That it seemed like it was just yesterday.
Police released photos of the 2 men wanted for questioning in relation to the shooting.
Okay, why he look familiar?
For this man who was last seen wearing a gray hoodie and earrings.
Why does this man look familiar?
The second suspect is described as short and wearing a blue jean jacket, pants, and a red hat.
For you to kill him, so could you please
he looked like that
whatever
rapper.
the case may be.
Who he look like y'all to you? Oh wow.
Found the 41-year-old inside his car with multiple gunshot wounds. He later died in the hospital.
I'm still in shock right now. That it seemed like it was just yesterday.
Police released photos of the 2 men wanted for questioning in relation to the shooting. They're looking for this man who was last seen wearing a gray hoodie and earrings. The second suspect is described as short and wearing a blue jean jacket, pants, and a red hat.
For you to kill him, so could you please turn yourself in or whatever the case may be? Like, please.
I've reached out to Memphis police for an update on this investigation. They say no arrests have been made, but the investigation continues. Now, if you have information on the shooting, please reach out to Crime Stoppers at 901-528-CASH. In Oak Haven, Sierra Jordan, Fox 13
this morning. It happened near South Main and Gayoso Avenue downtown. Fox 13 Sheila O'Connor got her hands on the reports showing what led up to the violence.
2 reports from the Memphis Police Department kind of tell 2 different stories. It's a bit of a conflicting story of what exactly happened here early this morning, but what I can definitely get away from these reports is what led up to the shooting was some kind of argument, some kind of fight that happened here outside of the Blind Bear there that led to one man being shot. Right now he's in critical condition at a Regional 1 hospital. Police do have a man detained as well, so they're working to speak with that person to kind of iron out all the details of what exactly took place, what led up to that fight, that argument. A lot of conflicting stories that we've been seeing and kind of just reading through the report from Memphis Police. They actually had 2 separate reports filed from this shooting this morning, and they're both kind of conflicting each other. So we're trying to get some details ironed out, especially concerning how many
what's
people
going on.
may have been involved this morning, and then again, what essentially kind of
What led up to the violence.
Let's watch this again.
Two reports from the Memphis Police Department kind of tell two different stories. It's a bit of a conflicting story of what exactly happened here early this morning, but what I can definitely get away from these reports is what led up to the shooting was some kind of argument, some kind of fight that happened here outside of the Blind Bear there that led to one man being shot. Right now he's in critical condition at a Regional 1 hospital. Police do have a man detained as well, so they're working to speak with that person to kind of iron out all the details of what exactly took place, what led up to that fight, that argument. A lot of conflicting stories that we've been seeing and kind of just reading through the report from Memphis Police. They actually had two separate reports filed from this shooting this morning, and they're both kind of conflicting each other. So we're trying to get some details ironed out.
I wonder is this near
how many people may have been involved this morning, and then again, what essentially kind of led up to the fight, the argument that eventually resulted in the shooting. But for now, we do know at least one man fighting for his life at the moment at the hospital.
Another man shot in the stomach. Wow. Fire at apartment complex. Sherwood Fires.
Families are without a home tonight after an apartment fire. This fire could be seen for miles. It all happened at the Willow Apartments near the Sherwood Forest community. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. I'm Darcy Thomas.
And I'm Daryl Green. Fox 13's Rosalind Freeman is live there right now. Rosalind, first of all, that was a massive fire. We showed it to people. Was anybody hurt?
Darcy and Daryl, the Memphis Fire Department told me
y'all, this is what's going on.
But I want you all to take a look at the apartment right over here. There is the roof is completely gone. The windows are busted out. This is at the Willows apartment. And also, while we arrived on the scene, there are some Red Cross representatives, I want you all to take a look, who are now assisting families with finding somewhere to go. I spoke to a person who lives in the building that she said she has nowhere tonight. So now that the Red Cross are here, families are just trying to pick up the pieces of what's left.
It's just gone. Hey, it's the best apartment over here.
Broken windows, smoke filled the air, families looking for loved ones.
What
A fire happened at the Willows apartment, destroying several units just after 6 o'clock Friday night. The smoke from the fire was so thick it not only covered the street, but you could see it on the T-Dot cameras across Memphis. One resident told me she left everything, including her phone, to run out of the burning building.
I was in my house. I came out and I saw fire.
A witness told Fox 13 he was just across the street when he heard a loud noise and saw people running to safety.
Something real, it was louder than that though. We thought it was like a truck tire or something big exploded.
After the smoke cleared, we got a closer look at the damage left behind. Parts of the roof gone. Now families are left this Easter weekend picking up the pieces. Tonight, families are still trying to find somewhere to go. This is still an active scene. I want you to take a look. You have fire crews out there trying to figure out what caused the fire. Coming up at 10, we'll try to see if we can get any more information.
That is Fox 13's Rosalind.
Man body. He's been missing for a while. He was found where his remains was found. His remains found identifying a missing 65-year-old man. Highway 51. Woman lures online date to apartment before two men, the setup, shot at him. Setup chick. But be trying to tell y'all, they use these women for lures. Be careful, y'all. It's the weekend. Sanders. Oh, that Cora Sanders. That the lady who used to be in my chat, son, was a Sanders. Tied to the people in Orange Mound. What was his name? Not DeMarcus. They got killed with the girl that was missing. Sanders. This one, Sanders. DeCarlos. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee.
Less than peaceful dinner Monday night after a man tried to force his way into the mayor's car. This happened at Folks Folly Steakhouse on Mendenhall Road. James Banks is now charged with public intoxication after police say he grabbed the mayor by the arm as he was leaving dinner and then tried to force his way into the mayor's vehicle. The mayor's security details stepped in, they kept the man from getting into the car, and they got the mayor out of there. As for Banks, he was arrested after officers say he refused their lawful orders. Tonight, he's free on a $1,500 bond.
Yeah, there's a lot going on. Man was barricaded with a knife inside a garage. Here we go. They're asking for a curfew for the holiday because of gun violence. Gun violence. Tell you this weekend gonna be... Okay, y'all. I'll be back. Am I missing something? I know I am, but I'm so sleepy. It's gotten late. Ugh. Clarksdale mayor calls for peace after fatal shooting.
Helena, West Helena, where a mother is grieving the loss of two of her children. Police say her 27-year-old son shot and killed her 16-year-old daughter and then himself. WRG's Mike Sirianni spoke with the mother who saw her children take their final breaths.
I'm chasing the corner because I say don't take my babies, don't take my children.
Sally Mills painfully recalling Wednesday morning when her son, 27-year-old Jermont Johnson, shot her 16-year-old daughter, Starla Mills, and then himself.
Oh, wow.
Right there. I seen both of my kids, get shot in the head.
Mills says the shootings were sparked by an argument between the pair, that she tried to separate them, but Jermont armed himself.
It was my gun for protection because there's a lot of shooting be around here and they was shooting so close to my house.
Mills says she watched in horror as her daughter was shot.
I was in the kitchen when it
Oh, my
happened.
goodness.
She fell on me, but she still was breathing.
She says her younger son tried to help, but
Not
could
a
do nothing
tear.
to save the girl.
He said a prayer for her and said he loved her, and then she took her last breath and she was gone.
Sally Mills says Jermad had a history of dealing with what she called flashbacks from his youth.
I tried to get help in the past, but couldn't get any help.
Believing things would be different if Jermad had gotten help and relying now on her faith to get through each day.
If you believe and trust in the Lord, truly trust in the Lord, you can hold up and you can do anything. It is possible.
In Helena, West Helena, Mike Suriani, WREG News Channel 3.
Tonight, a state of emergency has been issued in Marianna, Arkansas. City leaders will tell you it's an indication of just how serious the gun violence problem is in their hometown. Thanks for joining us for this early edition of News Channel 3 at 6. I'm Greg Hurst.
And I'm Shay Simon. Stephanie is off tonight. WREG's Ashley Paul joins us now live outside the Marianna Police Department. Ashley, what exactly led to this?
Community members here in Marianna learned of the upcoming curfew on a Facebook post today, letting them know that between 8 p.m. tonight and 6 a.m. tomorrow, and again on Saturday night into Sunday morning, they are not allowed to leave the house.
Wow.
Now, according to that notice, it reads in part, quote, "This decision was not made lightly, but is essential to ensure the safety and security of all residents of Marianna," end quote. We spoke with Police Chief Rodney Perry, who says the city has seen an uptick in crime, specifically amongst young people, and this is their way of trying to get ahead of it. He says this will give police the authority to pull people over who are out past curfew to try and determine who the troublemakers are.
It's like the feather that broke the camel's back. You try to do other things, and when those other things don't work, you try something else. And this is something that I think that we have seen work. I've seen it work in the city of Helena, West Helena, where I used to live.
Y'all be careful this weekend.
So I know that this is one thing that will keep people inside to where they can't go out to commit these types of crimes.